Okay. Sometimes I wonder why the heart of man can be so dark. Then I realize it's okay. It's the way that we've been made. I see the look in your eyes, trying hard to break me down. Nothing I do satisfies you. You rather die than see me above you. Hey! Thank you guys. You're welcome to yet another episode of Save Your Breath. I am Vanessa Williams Tazo. I just want to say thank you so much for all your likes, your comments. Thank you so much for telling a friend to tell another friend. I see the love and I just want to say God bless you. And if this is your first time, you're welcome to Save Your Breath. Please watch till the end. Please do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share. Thank you so much. So on today's episode of Save Your Breath, we'll be talking about something that I feel like it's so important. If you want to go ahead in life, you have to face this particular, you have to tell yourself these things. So on today's episode, we'll be talking about self-acceptance. So do not go anywhere. I'll be right back. Self-acceptance. Okay, so I know sometimes, we live like in disgust of what happened in the past, what happened 5 years ago, what happened 10 years ago. We are not living our true life because, the expectations that we had for ourselves, maybe when we turn 25, you'll be married with kids and all of that. And maybe you're 30 like me and you don't have any kids and you feel like so down. You feel like, oh, the world it's on your shoulder. You feel not loved. You feel not enough. You feel not worthy enough. It's like when you start having this feeling, then it's time for you to be like, okay, you have to accept that you cannot control the fact that you are here and you are not married. You cannot control the things that you did 5 years ago. It happened already. Why don't you try to control the things that you have now? And the good thing about self-acceptance is when you accept yourself. First of all, I'll define what self-acceptance is. Self-acceptance is, like the name, is accepting yourself. That means you're accepting both your positive and your negative traits. You're accepting it fully and unconditionally. You're not leaving anyone back. That means all the bad fashion them. This bad fashion makes me who I am. So I'm going to just give you some steps, that I used in my journey of self-love. How to accept myself. I had to be like, okay, I'm lost. I don't know who I am. There was a time in my life I did not even know my favorite color. And I had to be like, okay, let me start this journey of self-love. And if you want to start the journey of self-love, there's something that you have to, first of all, do. You have to accept yourself. You have to be able to accept who you are, both your positive and your negative traits. So I'm going to give you some points, that I used in my journey to self-acceptance. Step number 1 has to be like, this is the most, I know it's going to sound harsh, but it's the truth. No one is coming to save you, sister, brother. No man, not the come for save you. You were born alone, you will die alone. So it's high time you pick up yourself and be like, you know what? This is my life at the end of the day. I am the story. Without you, there's no story. No one is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. You have to wake up and be like, what can I do to be better? What can I do, to get better in life, to be where I want to be? Tell yourself the truth. No, stop waiting for people to save you. Stop waiting for people to check up on you. If your mental health is not okay, there's no way you can be nice to other people. You get? So know this and know peace. No one is coming to save you, brother, sister. You have to save yourself. Which brings me to my number 2. Number 2 is you have to tell yourself the truth. Stand in the mirror. When I was growing up, there was this program on the radio known as talk to the person in the mirror. You have to stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself, say no, hey, I get bad fashion. I like woman. Or maybe your own flaw is, hey, I like for lie a lot. Tell yourself, oh, I am a liar, but how can I do to better myself? You understand? So you first of all accepted that you're a liar. That's you accepting. That's a big step. As you've accepted that, oh, I am a liar, but how can I do to be better? How can I do to be better to myself? For myself, rather. How can I do to be better to the people around me, to my generation, to my society? How can I be better? So tell yourself the truth. And you do not just end there by telling yourself the truth. When you tell yourself the truth, you have to look for the solution. What can I do to change? What can I do to be better? What can I do to stop lying? What can I do to be a better person? After you've seen found the solution, you have to implement that solution. Do not just end like, okay, this is like most of the time in our world today. We know that this is the problem, and most times we have people go to the fact that, okay, this is the solution to this problem, and just few people will end up, implementing this solution. So you have to tell yourself the truth. When you tell yourself the truth, look for the solution. When you look for the solution, you implement that solution. That's the only time you will have results. So a girl like me, I grew up in the suburbs of Munya, and the population of Munya is, farmers. It's a majority of farmers. The only time, so English language there is not really a thing. And even if you go to school, even in class, you hear people will still speak in pidgin English. So growing up, my tongue was like used to pidgin English. I go like me, munya pidgin, that strong pidgin, you understand? But I had to tell myself the truth. You know what? I will be meeting people, and I will not just meet people and sit and not have a conversation with them. I had to better myself. So I told myself the truth, Vanessa, your English is not okay. You don't know how to talk English. You have to work on it. So I went online, and Google kept on popping, oh, if you want to develop your speaking, you had to read books. That was like the number one thing. So I started reading books. See, it works like magic. I'm not even going to lie. It works like magic. If you want to improve on your language, you have to start reading books. It works like magic. I don't know what yours might be. Mine was to improve my speaking language. And wait, am I not just doing okay now? Since I get it rap English. So, like, if I can do it, you can do it. You just need to accept your flaws. Like, okay, this is the truth. How can I do to be better? Okay, you cannot change who you were yesterday, but guess what? You can change who you are today, and you can influence who you will be tomorrow. So that brings us to our point number 3. It has to be please. No one is perfect. There's nothing like perfection when it comes to human beings. Like, that word should not even be in existence. There's nothing like perfection. Okay, I had like this low self-esteem growing up, and I hated my nose. I felt like my nose was too short. I hated my boobs. I felt like I was too petite. If you knew me back then, you knew first of all, I'm a petite person. I'm a size 6. So I'm really petite. Just imagine now I'm a size 6. Imagine how tiny or petite I was at that time. I was a size 4 at that time with really huge boobs. I hated my boobs so much. Hated it. I wanted to work on my boobs. I wanted to work on my nose. I hated my complexion because they will bully me about my complexion, and I felt like, oh, I was not beautiful enough. And I felt like, oh, please, I'm not enough. You understand? But to my journey to self-love, I had to tell myself, you know what? There's nothing like perfections. My imperfections makes me so beautiful. Without this short nose, my face will change. I will not be the same Vanessa. You understand? Without this complexion of mine, I will not be the same person. My imperfections makes me beautiful. Like, if you even start thinking like perfection, life in itself is not perfect. You ever see life perfect? When you feel like, okay, things are nice, life will blow you with a blow that you were not even imagining it. You were not even expecting it. But that's life. That's what makes life beautiful. Our mistakes, our imperfections, those are the things that makes life beautiful. Because without imperfections or without mistakes, we will not thrive to be better people. We will not want to, to be better individuals, work on ourselves. So embrace all your imperfections, because God, boy, you're so beautiful. You're beautiful the way you are. If anything is altered, you will not be the same hue. If anything is taken away from you, then you will be a completely different person. So embrace your imperfections. You're perfect the way that you are. So that brings us to point number 4. Look, we all have something that we are good at. If you haven't found it, it doesn't mean it's not there. We all have something that we are extremely good at. Look for it. Search for it within you. Search for it within you. Like I have one of my little sisters, Sister Favor. She's like, if this girl sing, if he sing for you, you're facing on an angel they did down there sing. Like she has the most beautiful voice, and sometimes she'll be like, I don't know what my calling in this life is. I don't have any talent. I'm like, are you kidding me? If I had your voice, hey, Beyonce the show. I follow kick bucket. Like she has this beautiful voice, but she still feels like it's not enough. She still feels lacking of something. You are unique in the way that you are. We are all unique. No matter how the same we are, God made something different from even twin. Twins are not the same. The way they behave, they might have the same face, but they have their uniqueness. So look for your uniqueness. Celebrate your uniqueness. My uniqueness is most time my friends will come and explain a situation to me, because when you bring something to me to judge, or you're asking for my opinion, I'm not being biased. I will never be biased. I'll tell you as it is. So that's my uniqueness, and that's why, people should even start paying me to do this job for them. Because I'm got them good at it. I am good at it, and I know that is my uniqueness. You cannot tell me anything about it. That is my uniqueness. Thank you so much. Welcome to my TED Talk. So our number 5, is this 5? Yeah, our number 5, which I think is the most important. Please forgive yourself. God has forgiven you. He says He has forgiven you. So forgive those who have trespassed against you. Maybe those other people, you are the one. There's always a saying that we are our worst critique. Forgive yourself for what you did 5 years ago. Forgive yourself for that mistake that you made. If you keep on carrying unforgiveness in your heart, my sister, that the burden of unforgiveness is too heavy. You have to put it down. Forgive yourself, knowing that, I did what was the only thing for me to do at that time. But now I know better, and I can do better. Forgive yourself. If you do not forgive yourself, you're always going to live with shame in you. God forbid. If there's one thing that my journey to self-love has made me have, is the ability not to feel ashamed. Like, I don't know the thing that you can do to me, that will make me feel ashamed. No. Because you know what? I've accepted my flaws. I've accepted everything about me. And this, so I get bad fashion. I know. So I get bad fashion. But the only difference is, I try every day. I thrive every day to work to be a better person. Because you know what? You are not going to hold me down to what I did 10 years ago. Even if what I did yesterday, you're not going to hold me down, because God has forgiven me. And I, Vanessa, I have forgiven myself. So if you care, you keep on talking, and you're talking trash, and you're saying trash about me, je m'en fous. I don't care. Keep talking. Talk is cheap, by the way. That's all you can do. Talk and talk and talk and talk. When you're tired, you drink water, you sleep. Because I still care about you. I don't want to make it so truth. So please, guys, Forgive yourself from that mistake that you made, from that decision that you made that you feel like is still haunting you till today. Let go and forgive yourself. And I'm going to give a bonus point. Please stop seeking for other people's approval. Please. You never wait. Have you ever noticed? Let me just take for like the common example. If you watch the Johnsons, right? Ada is dead, and the Johnsons is still going on like she was never there, and they're even using her to create content. So why would you want to live your life, seeking people's approval? Whereas when you die, maybe after the burial, oh man will forget you. Why? Please, live your life. It is your life. At the end of each day, now you want to know how you'll go back for your house, go sleep. You alone know how you sleep at night. If you sleep good, or you're one of the people who write on the status, I can't sleep. Choose, you do not need other people's approval for you to be who you are. For you to be a better person, you don't need another person's approval. Stop waiting for people to applaud you for something that you did for you to feel worthy enough. Look, stand in front of the mirror right now. Tell yourself, I am enough. I am worthy. Yes, I can do these things. I am beautiful the way that I am. Even within my short nose, I am beautiful just the way I am. God did not make any mistake creating me the way that I am. Stop letting, the pressure from social media and all of this get to you. Let me tell you one secret. People will not show you what they go through online. They'll show you what they want you to see. So stop stressing yourself and feeling bothered about these things. Like, as I said, when I was doing my journey, I'm still doing my journey, by the way. It never ends. Your journey to self-love, it never ends. It's like till you die. It's like you start gymming and you want to keep your abs and all of that. Do you just feel like, oh, I'm not going to gym again? No, you do it till you die. You have to choose days in the weeks that you go to the gym, but you never stop. So the journey to self-love is not the one that you stop. You can only go far, and I am far, far gone in it. So my sister, my brother, pick up yourself. You got this. You got this. You are not your mistake. Tell yourself that. You are not your mistake. You are not who you were yesterday. I don't care to know the duration, but I care to know you are not who you were yesterday. You are a better person. You are that person that you want to be tomorrow. You are that person that wants to make the world a better place. So pick up yourself, dust up yourself, and be like, okay, I have all these flaws. Now, my bad fashion this. I like woman. I like mimbo. I like man picking. I like this. How can I do to be better? That's a very, very huge step. And if you haven't accepted yourself, do not expect another person to accept you. If you haven't accepted that, okay, now so if you coach me, I don't know so part of my skill, because I'll be so annoyed. No, I've accepted my positive side, I've accepted my negative side. I can only get better, but I can never be someone else. Okay? So please do not let the pressure of the world get to you. Do not let what other people have to say about you pressure you. Get to know yourself. Get to accept who you are. Get to love yourself unconditionally. That's the key word. Unconditionally. You should not love some part of yourself and hate some part of yourself. And trust me, when you've learned to accept who you are, you're going to be more free, free to express yourself. You'll be much more confident. I was never like this. If you know me so well, you've known me from way back, I will not even sit in front of the camera and start talking I will not. But look at me today. If I can be sitting here with all this confidence, if there's one thing that I have, by the way, I'm a designer, I design clothes. So I always tell every Ayana woman that it's not the dress that gives you confidence. An Ayana woman already has her confidence. The dress just comes now. It's just like a tinsel on a Christmas tree. It just brightens it, it's that sparkle to it. We are not, the dress is not the confidence. You are already there with your confidence, and that dress is just there to spice it up. So please, do not let anyone tell you otherwise. You're perfect the way that you are. You're beautiful. You can only get better with time. You can only get better as days goes by. So thank you so much. I would love to hear, some of your opinions about today's topic in the comment section. Please do not forget to like, do not forget to comment, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share, please. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for all the love. I hope you will feel worthy enough. I hope you will feel you accept yourself so other people can accept you. Till we meet again, I wish you all the love and the light in the world. I know I always say this all the time, but truly, if you are the light of the world, you are that city on the hill that cannot be hidden. That means your light, no one can, you cannot do anything, to quench that. You understand? And when I say I wish you all the love in the world, we need love to move on. We need to start loving ourselves so we can love people. So I wish you all the love in the world. You're unique the way that you are. There is no one like you. Know that and know peace. I wish you, as I say, I wish you all the love and the light in the world. Mwah.